Here's 5 easy ways that you can build rapport with any audience. Number 1, use their name. Have I been using a lot of your names today? Absolutely. Use their name. Call your audience by name. If you don't know what their name is, then you want to meet them ahead of time before the event. And even if you only called out 5 people out of the 25, everyone feels like you called their name. That's the beauty of a connective audience. That's why I build community first. Once you're connected, if I love on you, it feels like I'm loving on you. If I call you by your name, it feels like I've called you by your name. Isn't that a beautiful idea? So you don't have to remember 100 people's names in the room. If you have name tags, like usually I have name tags up here, selfishly. So I, from the stage, can read them. And if you, like, hold up your name badge, you see the name, first name is first and big. Nobody does that. I don't know why. Maybe you'll do it, Kelly, in your because they make them all the same, and they make them, and then you won't be able to see it from the stage. Usually I put them here. If you've been to my events for the last 15 years, they're clip-ons, and I always put them here. Right, Ed? Ed put his there. Now, because that's what I want, because then I can see it, Carl, from here. But that's not what my audience wants. They've been wanting these lanyards, am I saying it right? For years. So finally this year I said, okay, I'm going to give you your lanyards, or whatever they are, right? So that you can save them and, have them as a trophy or whatever. But it just makes my job a little bit more difficult because I can't see what your name is. So I have to work a little harder at it. But that's key. Now, what? Short ones, yeah. I don't think they make them. But when you do speak, and oftentimes you'll get a little sticky name badge. How many of you have been to networking events and you get this little sticky name badge? If you are speaking, I want to give you a warning, beware. Don't even put it on. So one day I'm at this big event, and I'm speaking with RBN, Relationship Building Network. And there was 80 people in the audience, and it was when I first started speaking, probably 16 years ago, speaking out in the public. And I remember my mentor was there. I had a marketing mentor. He was there. I was so excited. First time he ever heard me speak. And I had my sticky name badge on. I'm sitting down. He's going to introduce me. He gets up and introduces me. And then I get up, right? I'm all like, and I get up and I look, and my name badge is gone. Okay, whatever. I get up and I deliver a 30-minute presentation. I go back to my seat and sit down, and to my horror, my badge was on my belly, turned upside down. I can only imagine what the audience was thinking as they were seeing my name on my belly upside down. So from that day, I vowed I would never take a sticky badge ever. See, it got caught in my hair. I had longer hair, and it fell down. So if you're speaking, I'm just going to give you a warning. Don't ever put on that sticky badge. Just say thank you, take it, and just throw it away. Got it? Because you don't know where it's going to end up. All right, so call them by their name. Next, say thank you. Someone asked a question or they raised their hand to talk. Thank you. Everybody do it with me. Thank you. That's really powerful rapport builder. Let's do it one more time. Thank you. And the next one is ask permission. Would it be okay if I share a little bit about how I became the master speaker trainer that I am today? Yes. Right? Now, what are you doing? What am I doing? What are you doing? Right? You're nodding, right? And now I have your permission. So if you need permission for something to talk about yourself or talk about your product or service or talk about a sale or talk about a story or something, it doesn't hurt to ask permission to talk about yourself, especially when you're in rapport. Next one, look them in the eye. Now, if you have a large audience, you're not going to be able to see everybody in everybody's eye. So just look at this general section. Cut your presentation in 4 quadrants and at least kind of look in this area. Have you ever been in an audience and the speaker's looking at you and you're like, me? Me? Is it me? Is it me? Right? Because they can't tell exactly where the speaker's looking at. So at least change and look at quadrants. Look them in the eye and get them involved, which we've already talked about, which you've been involved. So those are 5 easy ways that you can build rapport with any audience, even that young audience or that older audience that I shared about earlier. So again,